Well, hey, long time since I had a helmet on this head with a microphone and a GoPro. I'm so old school. I'm rocking the GoPro Hero 3 Silver Edition with a street bike helmet. And I look like an absolute goon, I'm sure. However, I know that if it were me, I'd want to know how this thing runs. So I want to give you a brief update. I've contacted a guy who's going to come out next week, and a local guy that makes graphics, and he's going to measure this number plate. We're going to try to reproduce some what we call gay 80s music. It's actually gay 90s music. Gay 90s color theme on the back here, and maybe we'll do something on the rear fender here, something like, I don't know for sure. Then jetting. Let's talk about jetting for a second. So I bought a new PWK, gosh, I think it was a 39. It's been so long I can't remember now. Maybe it says it on the side. Let me see here. Come on in close. It's a KN. Sorry, KEHIN. I can't remember what size. We matched it up though, and if I'm not mistaken, it's a 39. And it comes stock with a 55 Pilot. The needle. Oh, you know what? I think I have this in my phone. Let's see if I can find it. I believe that it has a DDJ, Delta Juliet needle. And actually I need to change this because I changed it. And I know that's not the needle that people normally use, but that's a needle that came with the carburetor. It was in the number 3 position from the bottom to start with, and it had a 170 main jet. Excuse me. Yeah, 170 main jet. And it was fat. I knew it was fat, so I ended up, I thought I saw a sticker. It could tell me a number, but it doesn't. So I started going down on the main jet first, and I ended up going down to a 155, which was gold. The top end was really good. And I couldn't tell. It had a bog off the bottom. I couldn't tell if it was rich or lean, so I do things old school. I go one way. If it gets worse, I go the other way. So I dropped the needle one to the number 4 position, thinking it was rich. Well, it ran worse. So I came back and I raised the needle, not just back to the number 3 position, which was stock, but the 2 position. So I actually raised the needle to the number 2 position, and then it ran great through off the idle through top end, but it still wouldn't idle, and I knew it was way too rich. So I ended up going all the way down to a 38. So right now it has a Pilot is 38. It's got the DDJ needle, which is the stock one in there, in the number 2 position, and the main jet's a 155. I'm at 4,500 feet elevation here. It's got a Gold Series FMF fatty pipe, stock reeds, a DEP pipe exhaust is basically a stock exhaust with spark arrestor, and it runs like a champ. Now, it probably could be fine-tuned a little bit, but that's at least a starting point that will hopefully work until we can get it out and ride it, really get it warmed up, ride it for a while, see what happens, and we can make some fine-tuning adjustments from there. But let's start it up and get her warmed up a little bit. I want you guys to see something. I'm going to turn the choke on. What I want you to see is just how amazing this bike is at lugging. It surprised me. Oh, look, I'm trying to prime it like a 4-stroke with a pumper carb. That doesn't work, as you all know. Look at that. Second kick, no throttle. It idles good now. When as you guys know, two-strokes are kind of funny. They're a little weird until they get warmed up good. And you can't really adjust too much until you get them warmed up. So I'm gonna go down the street here a little bit. I'll close this so you can hear me. My street bike helmet. Actually, let's do this. I still have the choke on right now. I just like kind of lugging this thing. It's kind of fun. We're on this street, they know me, but let me drop the choke off. If I can get to it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, choke is off. Hey guys. And what I do, this is the funniest thing ever. Okay, so you guys know that these bikes are not legal on the street. So what do? I ride it on the street. And I just putt along in the gutter, and I take my foot and I kick along the gutter like I'm pushing myself. So if a cop comes, I kill the motor, I keep pushing myself, and I tell him, oh man, I gotta trying to get this bike up into the dirt so I can ride it. And I've gotten caught on the street before, if you can imagine. Ended up having to go to court. My wife was not happy about that. Anyway, let's let her wind up a little bit. You watch my hand throttle, it's just a little. Now, I'm not getting hard on it. The motor's new. That's probably harder than I should. But it runs good. It just kind of wants to take off. So I kind of got to get it warmed up a little bit to show you how this thing lugs. What is going on up there? More building. I had no idea this was going on. Oh, gotta go up, check it out. See, that's like third or fourth gear. Oh my gosh. New area. Wow. Ah, it never ends, guys. Never ends. And it's all clean. I gotta let my son be the first one to ride it out in the dirt. You know, it's not cool, this old man. Okay, now just for fun, I think it's warmed up enough here. We can do this. Choke is off. This is first gear. Let's just lug it for a minute. You guys, this is this is first gear. Now I'm just gonna roll onto it. Isn't that cool? Second gear. I'm going to lug it down here a little bit, really let it lug. I mean, that's lugging pretty hard. Let me roll on. I didn't jab it, I just kind of rolled on. But isn't that something? I mean, this motor is a lugger. That's fifth gear right there. I just like lugging this thing. I don't know why. Let me turn around here and we'll lug it again. Okay, there's first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Look at that. It doesn't even die. It just chug, 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 chug. Anyway. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So this bike's a trail bike. I can't wait. We're finally getting rid of the snow a little bit. I can't wait to get this thing up on the trails. See, now it's warming up, starting to idle. I mean, let's see if I can just stop here for a second. I'm gonna lug it. Can you believe that? I mean, that's just freaking amazing. had that on a trail and you were even slipping the clutch a little bit, you know. I'm dragging the front brake now. That's just, and it still winds up, which is the crazy thing. That's what's really crazy about this thing, is it wraps up too. Now it's not fully warm yet. I don't want you guys just to see the smoke. Now that is burning Maxima 927 at 40 to 1. It's pretty clean. I don't even mind a little bit of, you know, a little bit of two-stroke spooge, no problem. But anyway. I'm pretty happy with it, guys and gals. I really am. I'm pretty happy with it. This is just a rectifier. It's not a regulator. I'm going to add a regulator to it. I'm kind of double filtering because I'm running that LED headlight someday. So I'm kind of double filtering. I'll get this all situated later. I just wanted to tie it up for now so it could be ridden. But y'all, we're like stepping back into 1991, man. This was the era of enduro bikes back then. Tubeless front and rear. Sedona 907 front and rear. Or that, I think the front's a 9, it's a front. Yeah, it's a 907 too. Also, I should say. I mean, the thing just freaking lugs. It's clean off the bottom. Anyway, I wanted you guys to kind of see what it's like. Now, I haven't been out in the dirt yet. I don't want to steal that from my boy because he's so excited he can't stand it. He's ridden it several times at home, just up and down the street, and super happy with it. Dig it away, brother. I mean, this motor's not really supposed to wind up to the moon. It's more of an enduro, but it does. I could be off on my jetting a little bit. I don't know. I'm at least in the ballpark, like pretty close, where it's definitely safe yet rideable. And once we get it out and really warm it up, really do some trails with it, see if it surges, see if it starts cutting out or loading up, going down hills and all that kind of stuff. We'll see if we have to tweak some stuff, but as of right now, I'm pretty happy with it. There's my trick. Yeah, third gear, like I'm pushing myself at 20 miles an hour. Whatever. Ain't likely. Oh, come on, guys. It's okay. This is third gear, fourth, fifth. It's got a weird vibration. It's driving me crazy. I don't know what it is. Fourth, third, second, first. Plugging in first gear. Dragging the front brake. Isn't that cool? Second, third, fourth, fifth. She's ready to go out and do a little hammer time. Just a little bit ready to rock and roll. Looks good, sounds good, runs good. Super happy with it. It's not like it happened overnight though. It's got new brakes, new bearings everywhere, new motor, everything. You know, I've been asked a few times, like, why would you put this kind of money in this bike? And what you guys don't know is that I don't pay full price. I'm very fortunate because I have certain individuals that bless me with allowing the purchase of parts at cost. So I get everything at cost, and then I have certain individuals that have offered to do the powder coating, so I didn't pay anything for that. I want to shout out Powder Extreme Coating, Kevin at Powder Extreme Coating in West Jordan, Utah. He does all kinds of this bikes and quads and razors and side-by-side, yeah, everything. So support them if you're in the area. And of course, Lindsay Machine Racing, that are just so awesome. They're such great people, and they did the motor for me. I'm very grateful for that. It runs excellent. They always do the best work ever. And so I really don't have a lot of money in it. I mean, it's tires, yeah, they're a wear item. Brakes, yeah. Suspension stuff, yeah. I get that at cost too because of my suspension business. And so I probably don't have more than maybe $1,500 in this whole thing. I paid $200 for it, so you know, maybe I have $1,500, maybe a little bit more, but not enough. I mean, if I turned around and sold this thing, which I would never do, I would never take less than $2 grand, $2,500 for it. You know, it's just a great outcome. Anyway, I wanted to give you guys a heads up. We'll go out and ride it sometime soon in the dirt, see how she does, and I'll let y'all know, okay? Y'all have a wonderful summer coming up, okay? I'm going to be cutting back on building, by the way. I just haven't had time to ride, and so I've decided that this summer I'm going to stop the building. I got one more motor to build, and then I'll do a little suspension work here and there, but I'm going to ride this summer. So see you out on the trails, homies.